Welcome to Debbie's Glow, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear of favor. Member of Parliament for Manchester South, Nana J. Baffour Awuah, has said the Interior Minister's explanation regarding the whereabouts of former Maslow Chief Executive Officer Sedina Ationu has failed to settle public concerns, arguing that it instead raises further questions about transparency and accountability. His comments comes amid ongoing public debate over whether Sedina is currently serving her sentence in prison custody following assurances from Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak that she is under the control of Ghana Prison Service while failing to disclose the facility under which she is serving her sentence. Speaking in an interview, Mr. Baffour Awuah said the minister's clarification, rather than bringing closure to the issue, has deepened uncertainty about the exact location and custodial status of the convicted former Maslow boss. When you listen to him, what is clear is that he sought to put finality to the controversy, but he has created more controversy. The former lawmaker questioned why government has declined to disclose the specific prison facility where Sedina is being held, arguing that such information should ordinarily be part of official records confirming a person's incarceration. He insisted that the absence of publicly accessible documentation verifying a transfer into prison custody undermined confidence in the government's position. According to him, the process of incarceration follows established legal procedures, including the issuance of a warrant and the formal transfer of the convicted person from police custody to the Ghana Prison Service, which should be properly documented. Mr. Baffour Awuah further argued that concerns over transparency cannot be dismissed simply on the grounds of security consideration, especially when public accountability is at stake. He also questioned whether Parliament had done enough to exercise its oversight role on the issue, suggesting that a formal inquiry could have compelled the Interior Minister to provide more detailed information. So, the Interior Minister yesterday explained that the former Maslow boss Sedina is, should I say, is being controlled, or she's being under the guidance. Yes, let me put it that way. She's under the guidance of the Ghana Prison Service, and so he came out to clear the air. Previously, there was an info that Sedina is in Ghana, and then from there they said she was being picked by the immigration to check whether everything is okay, whether she's not sick, whether she's not pregnant, whether she's fine, before she will be sentenced to serve her jail term. Then after that, the spokesperson of the president also came out, and then he said Sedina she's under the guidance of the Ghana Prison Service. So in a way, she's in custody. And yesterday, the Interior Minister also made the same claim that was being stated by the spokesperson for the president. And Dr. Awuah is saying that if we are doing that, then it means you are not being fair to transparency and accountability. This is someone that has been sentenced, and then she left the country for a very, very, very long time, and she was tried in absentia. When we heard she arrived in Ghana here, I think it was a joy. Okay, everyone was excited, because that is what we want. The issue being that we are all eager to fight corruption. See, it's not as if we are happy when we see tea and then we are bashing people, we are hitting the back of people. No, we are not. It's not like we are not that excited to do that, but we need to do that because we need to fight corruption. It's a necessity to fight corruption. It is mandatory to fight corruption. So if the person arrived in the country and then per your claims, she's in custody, and you've not specified, we have a lot of prisons, and we have the Insawam, we have other prison cells. Which of this facility is she serving her jail term? As simple as ABC. That is all we are asking for. And there is an instances where the interior minister also made mention that when it has to do with high profile cases or government officials, things like this does not need to be disclosed. The facility where the person is being when the person is serving her jail term is not supposed to be disclosed. And I asked myself, why is it difficult to disclose where a government official that has served the country and in a way has been pointed to being involved or engaged in corruption and corruption related activities? It's been difficult. Like, we find it very difficult to tell the facility where she's serving her jail term, but it's not difficult to tell where a commoner, the ordinary citizen, is serving his or her jail term when he goes to steal, or when he goes to commit suicide, or when he goes to commit a very heinous crime. That we are easy to tell where the person is serving her jail term. And I think what is good for the goose is equally good for the gangster. There shouldn't be there shouldn't be we shouldn't be biased. Let me put it that way. Because so long as someone is being engaged in a particular activity that is against the rule of the land, whatever sanction or whatever penalty the person is supposed to be faced, the person needs to face it without shielding the person. That is how it's supposed to do. The law shouldn't favor a group of people and then go against the other group of people. The law needs to take its course. If the law is stating that if somebody is being caught doing this, that is what should be done to the person. Whether the person is a sitting president, whether the person is a member of parliament, whether the person is an appointee, whether the person is an ordinary Ghanaian, whether the person is a floor member. So long as you are being caught in that activity, and then the penalty to that activity is that maybe you should be jailed for 10 years, or maybe you should be jailed for 5 years, or you should be slaughtered. That is what should be done to you, regardless of the position you hold. So long as you didn't pay attention to that position, and then you went ahead to engage in such a crime, then the law needs to take its course. And when the right thing is being done, it promotes transparency. And then it pushes the confidence we have in our system, the trust we have in our system. But when the right thing is not being done, it makes it so difficult for us to believe in our own system. See, imagine we do the right thing. Imagine the law favors no one, regardless of who you are. If you're being caught in a crime and the law deals with you just like the way it's supposed to. Like we did said the Natamaklos incident, I'm not sure we'll even be talking. And the spokesperson should say that, well, Sedina is back in the country and she's serving her jail term, knowing fully well that the system is working. We're not going to speak. We are not going to even waste our time because we know that she's serving her jail term. But in a case where the law favors a group of people and then leave others behind, you have to talk, you have to complain and all that. It's kind of difficult for you to tell us that she's serving her jail term and then you expect us to believe. No, it doesn't work like that. And as I said in my earlier submission, seeing is believing. We need to see, we need to confirm that she's truly serving a jail term. What if she's not serving? What if she's being flown to other country and then we are being deceived or kept in the darkness that she's serving a jail term? And this is the main reason why sometimes you hear people say that, oh, forget it. Oh, forget it. They're not going to arrest anybody. Oh, forget it. That woman, she has been flown to some country and they are deceiving us. Oh, politicians are like that. Or have you ever seen a law jailing a politician before? You see, so it should tell you that we still believe in the perception that no public official can be jailed. No public official can be made like forced to face the law, rigorously facing the law without being shielded. Because this is something that has been happening. So with the interior, for us on that, I don't agree with the interior minister stating that when it's to do with government officials or high-profile people, there are certain things that you don't expose. But what are the things that shouldn't be exposed? This is someone that has been, the evidence is glaring in our eyes that she did it. It's not as if we are conjoining something, putting things together, and then telling lies to make it look as if she did what she didn't do. This is a fact. The evidence is glaring right in our faces. And we've been wanting this woman in this country for so long. Now that she's in, we're happy. Where is she? That is a question everyone is asking. Where is she? You said, yeah, she's under the care of the Ghana Police Service. She's in custody. In which facility? No, if the media wants to see her, you give them the go ahead to see it. And then when you do that, it promotes trust. The trust we have in the system will be reignited. But when we don't do that, it makes everything basa. We don't trust in our system with that. So please, the right thing should be done. What we are asking for is not much. We want to know where Sedina Tamaklo is. Specific, the kind of facility she is in. And then when we will come around to confirm. Allow us to do our work. Because we are working together. And that is how we promote accountability and transparency. Thank you for making time with me on the video.